Hey guys and gals and fellow modelers, Jim here, and as promised, we're doing a video on my recently finished up Battle of Hoth diorama with the 1/44th scale Bandai AT-AT, a couple Snowspeeders, and the little AT-ST chicken walker. So that's what's going on, and since I just started this video, I thought I'd take a quick shot with the AT-AT with those two side panels removed, because I did detail up underneath them. That's part of the main body. Got a lot of little detail like piping and different things like that. So I weathered those up with some black chalks, pastel chalks, some rust colors and stuff, a little bit of browns and all that. So I left those off so I could get a quick shot of those for you guys. And while we're doing this, I'm gonna pop the panels on so that way you could see the completed model, all weathered up and everything, and all. So pop that one in there. They just kind of snap in there a bit. And then got this little one, goes up in there, Switch hands here for a second real quick. Little tricky working with one hand, but we'll manage. There we go. So that's my AT-AT overall, the complete diorama. And what I got here is I got the AT-AT, of course. That's a kit in itself. Then I got the little box set, the 1/44th scale Snowspeeder, which I did crash buried in a snow pile. And then the AT-ST walker comes with that kit and everything, all the same scale. And I did watch the movie scene a few times, and there was part of the scene where there was actually a AT-ST, walking around amongst everything. So this is the Snowspeeder that comes in the kit with the walker. And it's got the gray decals and everything, and I figured I'd use that one for the crash scene and all that. And I really blackened up the back end of it like it was smoldering. They didn't really show a fire. I thought about putting a flickering amber LED underneath it and poke it through, and like it was burning, but all they showed was black and gray plumes of smoke. So I just used some cotton balls for the time being. I got to work on that a little bit better yet, but kind of gives you an idea of what I got in mind. It's a plume of smoke coming out the back, just recently crashed and stuff. And then this is the Snowspeeder, the 1/44th scale that comes with the 4/80th scale. It's the large Snowspeeder, and it comes with the mini, and that came with the red markings and stuff. So I thought I'd use that one. It's getting ready to fly in and take on the AT-AT and all that. I know some people, I've seen dioramas where they actually got it with the cable wrapped around like it's ready to pull it down and everything, but you'd have to use almost like a magnet wire, to keep everything in scale. And the dioramas that I saw, they're really nice looking and everything. But in order to support that without having to put a little rod underneath it or something, I use piano wire to keep it real small. But you'd have to. They use too heavy, almost like the diameter of a paper clip or something, and it's too out of scale. I mean, like I said, it looks great where it's wrapping around with the harpoon attached and everything, but I just thought, okay, it's coming in, flying in, ready for the attack and stuff. So, but anyway, what I did with the AT-AT is I painted it up and all that, and then what I did, everything, I gave it a wash of black to bring out all the detail on the legs and everything like that. And then I used pastel chalks, strictly pastel chalks, to do my weathering, all the streaks on the side. There's some weathering done on the top. I got the back end the pastel chalks I use to bring out the detail in there. It's an exposed like exposed mechanical panel or something. I got the weathering done up, the wash done up back on there, and all that. And I thought the pastel chalks worked out really nice, considering, you know, it's a fairly decent sized kit, but it's a smaller scale, so I didn't want to go, you know, too heavy and all that, and you know, really take it out of, you know, looking cool and stuff. I thought just you know, a little subtle weathering here and there, you know, it came out pretty nice. I used some it wasn't a black, it was like a medium gray and all that, so it's not really a black, it's more like a gray, you know, like a blackish gray. And I used some rust color, some browns and stuff in there, coming from some of the things like rust streaks coming down and all that. The head, I got some little laser sticks in there. I thought I'd stick them in there for a kick since it came with it. Now, I didn't light this. I thought about it, but for one little window. And when you just got it assembled, that little red clear piece that comes in there, you can barely see it. There is cockpit detail too. There's two pilots in there and stuff. You can't see them through the window. It's so small and everything. I do have everything in there. I didn't worry about detailing or painting it because it's not going to be taken apart to show off or nothing. There's really not much to it. But what I did is, behind that clear red part, I painted it white to make it look like it was lit up, and I took a little bit more clear red and put it over it and stuff, so it pops a little bit more like as if it is lit up and stuff. So so that's that. Everything, you know, I got the snow and stuff like that. I got some of my rock castings from my old rock molds from back in the days of mile railroading. I cast a few rocks to put them back there, and I just used apple barrel matte acrylic paints, thinned them with water, and pretty much like a stain, just brushed different colors on there till they all blended together to give them a natural look and everything. I got a few of them on there. And what I use for my snow is stuff I pick up at Hobby Lobby. It's called the snow powder. It's by JT Scenery and all that. I've got it in a Ziploc bag. I challenge anybody to go pick up some of this stuff at Hobby Lobby and put it in a Ziploc bag like this and drive down the street and get pulled over by a cop, because it would look awfully suspicious. It's a very fine powder. It's almost like it's smaller than sugar granules. I'd say it's closer to like maybe not a flour, but more like a powdered sugar and stuff. It is like little crystals, but they feel like a sandy grit, but they're finer than sand and everything. But yeah, it'd look pretty suspicious if you took that little cardboard label out of there and just threw this bag on your front seat and accidentally got pulled over for some reason. You'd be answering some questions real fast. But anyway, that works out real well for me. There are other different mediums. They do have a snow that I forget who makes it. But anyway, it's like it's almost like a type of like a modeling paste would be, but it when it dries, it gives it that snow look effect to it and everything. But I like the way this powder works out for me. I just take and coat everything with Elmer's glue. What I did, I poured some plaster in there. Well, first I cut some little pieces of styrofoam, sheet styrofoam, and made some hills and stuff like that. Built up this mountain here, a few other hills here and there, and I took and coated everything with plaster and all that. And then once that's set up after a few days, then I took and went over everything with my Elmer's glue and just sprinkle that powder on. And I do it on top of a large sheet of paper, so that way whatever when it dries and I tip it over, I can save all the excess and pour it back in my bag for future use and stuff. But it works out fine. For all the clumps of snow on the feet and everything, I took some canopy glue and about 50-50, a mix of canopy glue and some of the snow powder, and I mixed it into like a paste, and I built it up around the base of the feet, sprinkled some on top of the feet in different areas, Same with on top of the head and everything, in the body, different areas, some of it coming over the side and everything. Kind of like what you see in the movie, little clumps of snow built up here and there on top of it and everything. I did a few places on the little AT-AT Walker 2 and all that. That thing is really tiny and stuff, and it's still got the detail just as good as the larger 1/48 scale one. But I'm happy the way this came out. That's just the little smoke billows I got there. That's just some cotton balls, and I sprayed it with some gray, and then I went over it with misted some black over it to give it that little smoky, like it's, you know, when you first see a big cloud of smoke like from a fire, it's black, and then as it rises into there, it starts getting grayer and everything. And like I said, I'm still working on that a little bit. I thought it'd add a little bit extra interest, and that it can be removed if I don't want it there. As far as where that crashed and everything, I didn't go over. I took and I darkened up the plaster, weathered the plaster underneath, and I didn't put as much snow cover on there because I wanted to look, you know, like it slid across the ground and left scrape marks and little ruts and everything like that. So I'm pretty happy with the way that came out. Like I said, I just got a little piece of cardboard with a tab that I can stick underneath the back end of there to hold it in place and everything. So, yeah, there's my my little rock molds and stuff that I did, and just sprinkled some snow on top of those and all that. So, but yeah, that's the overall diorama, my Battle of Hoth and all that. I wasn't really planning on picking up an AT-AT. First thing, they were getting hard to find. Second of all, it's like, you know, space is getting to a minimum with all these dioramas and models I build. You know, they do take up quite a bit of space and all that. But I decided, since I did the Jakku one with the Millennium Falcon, somebody left a comment on one of my videos with that diorama. They were wondering if I was going to do a Battle of Hoth diorama. So this is it. I like the way the weathering came out. I think it's just right, you know, subtle enough, but not too overdone, where it looks pretty good and stuff. You know, and overall, I think the whole diorama is pretty cool looking and stuff. So I am glad I picked up the model and did it up. I did pick up this model a couple months ago when they start opening things back up a little bit here in Illinois. They still had the call ahead or place your order, pick up at the door. I got this at a Barnes & Noble. Fortunately, I found a Barnes & Noble not too far, about an hour or so away from me, that had one of them left in their store. I never knew Barnes & Noble carried model kits. They don't carry model kits. Pretty much they just carry Bandai. I believe they do carry the anime stuff, the Gundams and stuff like that. Or the Hello Kitty or something like that, which that I could understand in a bookstore and stuff. But anyway, so that's it. Speaking of these Bandai kits, I was looking at some kits yesterday on eBay for kicks, and the little 1/44 scale. It's the two kits combined in one box. The X-wing and the Y-wing, the tiny ones that I did a while back. Those are like around, you know, $9, maybe $12 normal. I see those selling for like 45, 50, 55. I think I saw one for $75 for two little 1/44 Bandai kits, because those are even getting hard to find. A lot of places you go to their website, if it's a hobby store or something online, they're out of stock. Join the waiting list, things like that. Some of these little Bandai kits, being that they're out of production or they've been out for a few years, people are really jacking up the prices and stuff. So if you guys are looking for different kits that might not be readily available, man, watch yourself, because they're ripping off. I've even seen some of those little 2500 scale Star Trek kits. I think it was the Enterprise D. I think that was a $13.99, $14.99 price tag when it was released by round two. I've seen those selling upwards of $150 in that. it's a snap kit, okay? I mean, yeah, it comes with the Aztec decals, but it's only maybe about 12 inches longer. But you know, $125, $150. Come on, give me a break. But so anyway, as promised, this is my Battle of Hoth diorama. Pretty much give you that. I left the one leg raised up like it's getting ready to be stomping on that crash snowspeeder like you saw in the movie. The pilot ran out of there real quick and everything. Everything else, I just left, you know, different poses on the legs like it, you know, like it's in motion and stuff. Now, being that it's kind of tall, even though I glued it down to the base before I did my snow, I did take on the 3 legs that are fixed to the base. I did take and put some screws to hold it in place just in case it ever got bumped, so that way it wouldn't get detached and hit the floor or something like that accidentally. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it. I had a lot of fun making this. I had a lot of fun building the kit and weathering it up and stuff like that. These kits, the detail, it's just, you know, I got hooked on them because of the detail, not so much. I'm starting to get more of a Star Wars fan now these days than I was in the past. I was more Star Trek, but with these kits, the detail and all the different variety of kits they got out there, and the possibilities, different possibilities of making all different kind of dioramas with some of the smaller kits. It got to be a lot of fun building these and stuff. So. But I'm happy with this one. It'll make a nice addition next to the Millennium Falcon one and all that stuff. And this kit does have, even though it's not the biggest kit in the world, this kit does have a lot of detail on it. So, but anyway, that's all for now. That's my Battle of Hoth diorama. Give you one more good look at it and everything. And so till the next time. I'll be having some more videos in the next few days, next week or so. I got a bunch of other stuff that I got finished up to show. I just haven't been, I guess you could say I got lazy. I got more caught up in building and weathering and stuff like that than I have in doing videos. So I got a lot of stuff to do videos on in the near future, and I'll be getting to that stuff. I still got my Man in Space that I did a year ago, the 5 rocket set from AMT. I still got to put those on a base, do a video on those. I got my Revell 1/44 scale Saturn V, the Apollo 11. I got that to do a video on. I was doing a base for it. I didn't like the way it turned out, so I put it off to the side and forgot all about it. Another thing I still got to do, which is probably about a year and a half ago that I built, is my Robert E. Lee steamboat. I still got to make a water base for that. That's sitting in my spare room in a box to keep the dust off and everything. I got to make a base for that. I got a template to cut out the opening to put the hull in, but I just haven't gotten around. It's like I keep doing other things, getting too far ahead of myself, and keep on putting things back, and before you know it, I got a whole list of things that I got to get finished up before I start other things and stuff. So but anyway, till the next time, hey, thanks to all my subscribers, thanks to all my new subscribers, thanks to all the great comments you guys been leaving me, thanks for hitting the like button. If you ever need to get a hold of me, you know how to get a hold of me, down in the descriptions I do leave my email. If you don't want to leave a comment, you can contact me that way. Excuse me, if you got questions, things like that. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this diorama, the Battle of Hoth, with the 1/44 scale Bandai AT-AT, the AT-ST, then a couple Snowspeeders on there. And I hope you guys enjoyed checking it out just as much as I had fun building it. So you guys all stay safe out there. Take care. And, man, the baseball season just started, what, a week ago? And they're already talking they might not even be able to get through their shortened season. And NFL looks like a bunch of players don't want to play because they're you know, worried about their families. You know, they don't want to pass things on to their families if they get infected. It's just like, man, we're not getting no place with this COVID-19 shit. So anyway, that's all. And we'll see you soon with another exciting video and another exciting model build. So you guys better get a little bit used to Star Wars, because I got quite a few Star Wars things coming up. So I got a couple other kits in my stash that I've had for a couple of years now. I keep on wanting to get to them, but I just haven't. But they're model cars. Someday, before I get too old, I will build them and I will do videos on them. So, not no offense to you car guys, but I just have more fun doing these dioramas right now, and these take a lot more time and stuff than that. So I've been spending my time on all this kind of stuff. So till the next time, you guys take care. Have a good one. If you're in the hot zones, stay cool. If you're down where you're getting tropical storms, stay safe with that too. So take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.